and we are off. I got a nice day at home, but hey, it's time to go make a little money again. So here we go, jumping back on the road. We got to go down to Denver again to pick up, and I am going somewhere I have never been before, so I'm a little excited, gotta be honest, little bit nervous. I'm headed to, how do they say it? Nolens. I am headed to Nolens. What's this guy doing? Thank you, appreciate you. All right, so I've never been actually in the city down there, and I'm going right into it, so I don't know what I'm getting into. I've never been in there. I don't know if it's tight roads and what's going on, so a little excited, a little nervous, like I said. But what we're trying to do, if you guys caught my live stream yesterday, I don't know if you did or not. It was fun, enjoyed hanging out with you guys. Always do, but I got really tired. I didn't even...
mile, turn right on Southeast Frontage Road.
I didn't even make it to 2 hours, and I was absolutely exhausted from that live stream. Anyways, shut up.
Turn right at the stop sign.
All right, what am I trying to say? Appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Of course, that was fun. That was a good time. Oh yeah, here's what I was trying to say. I am trying to get back to the Chicago area because I have decided to switch over to reefer. Talked to the owner of my company yesterday. I don't like saying my owner, that sounds weird. The owner of the company yesterday, he said, you know, I'm probably going to make more money. Obviously, he said he can't promise anything. But he says with the way I run and the comparison in freight rates, he said I should be able to make more money in reefer. So he's got a brand new trailer sitting there waiting for me. He said it's a 2024, brand new, just been delivered to the yard. He's got 4 of them, and he put my name all over one of them. And that's what we're gonna do. Now I'm hoping this trucker here is a little bit patient. All right, looked like he was gonna pull out for a minute. But we're all good. So that's what we're trying to do. But we couldn't find any loads out of Denver going to the Chicago area. Everything is pretty miserable in Denver still. So we're not making a whole lot of money.
1.75 miles, turn right on County Road 48.
To get out to Louisiana. We're just not making a lot to do that. But that's how it goes, you know. We all know that leaving Denver is always going to be painful. So that's just kind of how that's going to go. We'll deal with it. They had plenty of loads headed west at that $2 a mile range because nobody wants to head west, because once you get out there, what do you do? Like, what's your next move after that? And that's kind of the question for everyone. So we're getting out to 1,300 miles for 2,200 down to Louisiana, and then from there I'm sure we'll be able to find something a little better that can hopefully get us to that Chicago area, and we'll kind of go from there. So that's just where we're at with things, but I am switching to reefer as soon as I possibly can, and we'll start doing that. We'll try to make us a little bit more money. So we got us a 4-way stop here. Hopefully though, the people coming will give me the room I need to make this turn. Stop your truck, please.
In 1 mile, turn right on County Road 48, then exit left.
That guy was not wanting to give me much space there, but we got through it. Sometimes you gotta bully a little bit with the truck. Sometimes you gotta bully them a little bit, but we got through it. Anyways, that's kind of what's going on right now, guys. Just heading over to pick up that load, head into Louisiana, and from there we will try to find a way to get me to the Chicago area. I can get my refrigerated trailer, and then from there hopefully we can make a little more money. Sounds good to me. I'm excited. I sleep better with a reefer trailer behind me than I do. You get the point. I like the noise behind me is what I'm trying to say. Anyways, I'm gonna shut up now because I got nothing useful to say at all. So I'll catch you guys soon. Welcome to the parking lot that is I-270 in Denver. I knew better. I knew better than to come this way, but here we are. It's just sitting in traffic, moving very slowly. I don't know what it is about this highway or this interstate or whatever that makes it so damn busy, but most of the time you can just forget about it. And I was gonna go around, for anybody that knows the Denver area. I'm going to pick up right off Tower Road, and I was going to take Highway 85 down to about 104th, and then go to Tower Road from there. And I decided against it for some reason. Well, because I'm not a very smart man, that's why. So now we get to sit in traffic and figure out how to make this lane change that I'm sure nobody's gonna let me make. I'm sure nobody's gonna give me the space I need. Nope, of course not, of course not. One thing about Colorado drivers, they sure are an entitled bunch. They sure are. Very, very me first mentality out here. And that's how we really end up in all these kind of traffic jams, is because everybody's trying to go first all at the same time. So very, very entitled mentality out here. Get out of my way. Didn't you know it was me trying to come through? I have no idea who you are, but I'm supposed to know who you are. And we just end up in a mess. But hey, you know what? That's how it goes. It's almost 8:30 in the morning. Our pickup's at 10 a.m. and we got 13 miles to go. So we've got extra time, but I knew better than this and I did it anyways. The only excuse I would have is if I didn't know the area. And me being the not very bright person I am, I decided to head on over here and jump into this mess. Watch, see how I was saying we've got this very entitled mentality? This car's fine, but look at this car right here coming up behind him. My lane, that lane's ending, right? And he's like, no, me first, me first. Okay, sorry, you first. Your Royal Highness in your Toyota Camry. My fault for not recognizing that you, sir, are royalty. That's all on me. That's my fault. And yes, you first. You first. So, yeah, I'm not a fan of Denver drivers, even a little bit. I wouldn't say they're like the worst drivers in the world, but they are not great. It's just this, just that, how do you say it? Like I was saying, that me first mentality that everybody out here seems to have. I'm gonna go ahead and jump over lane because there is a big open space right here, and then I'll just cruise till I get over to I-70, where things in theory should clear up a little bit. It probably won't be great, but you know what? We're almost there. It's no big deal. But I don't even know what 270 is. Like, what is going on that makes this highway so damn busy all the time? But we got to do something about that, I guess. We got to do something about it. I don't know who we is, because I'm not going to solve the problem. Anyways, I'm just a little frustrated with myself because obviously I know better. But we are moving. I mean, right before I started recording, we were at a dead stop for quite a while. But hey, you know, we're getting through it. We're getting through it. All right, let's get these doors opened up. They sent me on a bit of a wild goose chase there to find the right door. Trailer's nice and clean, huh? Ready to go. Ready to go. So anyways, we found it, and the guy said going to Louisiana. So yeah, he said door 11, they're pulling that product right now. I'm about an hour early, so get back in our door, and hopefully they get us loaded up soon. See how she all goes. See if I can get this on here. Oh, damn thing was in the way. All right, door's open. We're looking good. Let's go get in our door. All right, there we go. Got the doors open, and we need to go get in our back into our door now, and hopefully it don't take too long. In this part of the warehouse, there's 2 trucks, it looks like. I think 2, working on getting loaded. They have a what's it called, like a frozen warehouse at the other end, and that's where the guard sent me to. They didn't ask if it was a dry load or anything. So I had to come down here to the other end of the building. Not a big deal, but I'm like, where? Like, where am I going? But we got her all worked out, and we're gonna go back into our door now. The fuel is real low in the truck, but as soon as I get loaded, I'll go over to the Pilot over there, for those of you familiar, on Airport Road. And I'm just gonna fill 1 tank and probably fill up the DEF, and will get us down into those cheaper Texas fuel prices, Texas and Louisiana. So we should need to just fill one tank here, and then hopefully fill one tank somewhere along the way, and get us all the way down there to our stop in Louisiana. Might quite make it, you know what I mean to say, but we might have to stop and get a little bit more along the way. It's about 1,300 miles, I think, and that's okay either way. The cheap fuel prices will be nice. I don't know what it costs here in Denver, if I'm being completely honest, but I'm gonna annoy the shit out of the guards now, because I'm gonna pull right up by their shack. I'm supposed to be watching my language, huh? Not being very professional today, I guess. So, anyways, we'll get her backed in there. There's our door right there. Straight shot to the guard shack once we're done, and away we go. Away we go. So hopefully it don't take too long. But like I said, we're about 40 minutes early right now, after finding out where we needed to go and all that. So not the worst thing ever. But hopefully I'm not here all day. But we don't have to drive too much today. Maybe 5-6 hours. That's it. And then we'll stop. This is due Friday morning, but I am gonna get there Thursday, or I can get there Thursday. Looks like the kind of place I can park overnight if I need to, but I'm gonna try, if I can, to go ahead and deliver Thursday. We'll see if they take it or not. We'll see if they take it. That way, I can be ready to roll Friday morning with nothing standing in my way. So we'll see how it all goes. But looks like a small enough place that I get there and they just might unload me a day early. And if not, maybe I Uber into town and try out some of that fine Nolans cuisine that you hear so much about. That would be all right with me too. Either way, I might be able to do that. We'll see how it all goes. I just might be able to. We're almost there. Almost into our door. Just about there. Any minute. Any second. There we go. There we go. And they're loading the guy next to me, so that's a good sign. We'll see what the day brings. What's up, guys? How you doing? Let me turn this, maybe I'll just switch this TV off for now. I was getting ready to start a new Witcher game. I'm so addicted to that game. It's crazy. This time I'm going to try to do bombs and crossbows. How about that? I think that'll be a lot of fun. We'll figure it out as we go, but I wanted to just start over, clean slate, do it all over again. That's for my dorks out there, my Witcher nerds. So we're going to try that brand new game and see how it works out. So let's talk about this switch into reefer stuff. There's going to be some points in here that you guys are like, oh, that's not great. And I agree with that, but as I look at the rates and things like that, I can see how it offsets and it all makes sense to me. So when we get to the parts that aren't great, all that really tells me is I really need to focus on the things that I keep talking about wanting to do in the future. And those things are getting into my own truck. I'm really thinking I'm going to do that at some point. But like I said, with the current price of trucks and you want to have some maintenance set aside, we need about 30 grand to pull that off. So it's a while, it's going to take some time. And, you know, hopefully we just keep treating that maintenance fund like a savings account, because that has about 3 grand in it. We need to add a 0 if we go with just that. I have started, I don't want to like talk like it's a crazy big deal, investing, but investing in a very safe way and not the greatest way for growth. But I'll treat that more as a savings account that hopefully earns some money also. And that was bringing back my Acorns account, not financial advice. Acorns is a very safe way to invest. It's not gonna make you rich overnight by any means, but I was able to put, you know, $250 into it today just to kind of get started, and hopefully we can, I want to have a savings at home. I used to keep a business savings for the point of repairs, right, on the truck, but I have a maintenance fund. So I'm not as focused on building up the business savings right now. It's more of the personal savings and hopefully investing a little bit into the very lame way of investing, acorns, but it's very not risky is the point with that. So hopefully over time we can use the acorns account mixed with the maintenance fund to somewhere meet in the middle and have around that $30,000. Also in the future, if I'm going to keep doing this, a good investment might also be buying a trailer, and I'll explain why I'm thinking that now with the changes and what's going on with switching to reefer. So we know that reefer rates are higher, right? We definitely know that. We also know that there's a lot of headache that comes with running a refrigerated trailer. Those things can be trailer washouts, but I pay for washouts so I don't have to go to Blue Beacon, because Blue Beacon's a nightmare because you can sit in line for hours. But if you pull up to like a private truck wash, get you in and out, and you just pay them and you move on. I do plan to get receipts. Those will be a business write-off, so it's a business expense. So I will keep every receipt for every trailer washout, every truck wash that we do. So kind of offset it once tax time comes around. Okay, so here's where the part that's going to sound horrible to you guys, and that's why I need to focus on my goals and what I need to do. I am currently renting a trailer from my company. It is a very, very high amount at $250 per week. And I know that's high. Don't act like I don't know, okay? I'm doing that escrow account that the first 10 weeks, $250 per week to get to $2,500, and then that escrow account drops off. I asked the owner of the company, does trailer rent go up? Guys, I already hear you in the comments. I already hear you saying this is not a great deal, Josh. What are you doing? But the trailer rent for the brand new refrigerated trailer is $450 per week, increasing the trailer rent by $200. Okay, with all that said, with the current reefer rates versus current van rates on a 2,500 mile week, after all expenses are paid, that's the trailer rent, the reefer fuel, and potentially one washout per week, because we're not going to wash it every time. We're going to wash it when it needs it. So I figured one washout per week on average. I still, on a $2,500 week, should gross $300 more per week, or $1,200 per month. That's on a $2,500 week. Now, it's not a lot more money. We're not setting the world on fire here. Absolutely not. But an extra $1,200 a month to the house, I like it. I like it. So I know this isn't ideal. It's not the greatest situation, but that escrow's almost over at $250 a week, with the trailer rent going up $200, which that won't happen this week. It will happen as soon as I get there, but it won't be this week. We are offsetting that escrow, or you get the point, for profit to me, $50 per week once that escrow is out of the way. I know this isn't ideal. I know it's not great. But hey, that's kind of the things you go through when you're starting over in this business. You deal with things that aren't perfect and you wish they could be better. But those are the numbers. Those are the facts. Those are what I have to deal with. But it's easy enough to offset that extra 200 in trailer rent per week, just with the rates, right? And the reefer fuel isn't going to be that crazy. I'm assuming it has a 50-gallon tank, so I'm figuring it at $200 a week if I use all 50 gallons. I don't know that I'll use all 50 gallons on a weekly basis. That would be pretty crazy. That would be pretty high to be doing that. If it's a little more, I guess that's okay. We'll just kind of have to deal with that as it comes and goes. But I do acknowledge that it's not the perfect scenario. I'm very well aware. But right now, just starting over, I want to take every dollar I can get and make it mine. Make it mine. And then first order of business, we'll be looking towards that roughly 30 grand. Down payment on a truck, $10,000 maintenance fund for it in the event that we need to fix anything. Right away before we start making money. And then at that point I can start pricing out refrigerated trailers and see if the monthly payment is less than what I'm paying to rent the trailer, then it would make sense to go ahead and buy my own. And then I've got a truck and I've got a trailer. I don't know that I ever want to have my own authority, but there are plenty of people out there with small companies that if I showed up with a truck and trailer, they'd put me on. right? Just like that. So it wouldn't be a big deal. It's a good investment in myself, in my business. And right now I'd say this first year is going to be harder. We're going to have tough times. I'm hoping within that year time frame, we're at least looking at putting myself in my own truck where, you know, maybe you're looking at worst case scenario, like a $2,000 a month payment with current truck prices, give or take on that, where this one right now is $2,600. So I put $600 in my pocket every month by having my own truck that I'm paying for. Sounds like not the worst deal ever. And I could get that payment lower, obviously, by putting down a sizable down payment of 20 grand. You could definitely get it lower. And if these truck prices continue to go down over that year's time, then even better. And that's specifically looking at a T680 around the same year mine is with less miles. Now I could be a little more flexible on that, but what I don't want is a truck with 800,000 miles on it already, or 1,000,000 miles, of course, because then I'm already dumping money into it once I get going. So I guess that's my only point right now. I'm starving. I just realized as I started doing this video, and still nothing in the truck because I'm not a smart man. I haven't put any food in the truck. So hopefully they get me loaded soon. I do have a bag of Cheez-Its sitting up front that will hold me over, I guess. So that's kind of where we're at with everything, guys. I've ran the numbers multiple times. The average rate, I think, is about 34 cents higher on reefer than it is on dry van, and that's with us about to get into this produce season. If we're not already there, hopefully we see more money. That's the point. I was looking at rates out of Denver yesterday. We've got this at about a $1.60, $1.70 range. I didn't do the exact math, but I was looking at refrigerated rates out of Denver, and you were seeing $2, $2.03, things like that. So that fits right along with the roughly 34 cents higher. And the biggest thing is I'm going to have to be on time to my appointments. No excuses, no nothing. I missed that one and ruined my whole day, right? And we're going to have to fight for every bit of detention that we deserve. I need to make sure my dispatcher is aware, hey, we're heading into detention, and I need to get paid for that. I need to make sure that happens because that detention is going to help offset some of the cost also. The one time I earned detention here, it was $250. Well, if I get detention, they just paid my trailer rent. Cool, sounds good. I know it's not ideal, guys. I know there's going to be people in the comments cringing at that. Hey, we're just trying to get started again, and we look at what are the problems, and then we start to figure out over time what are the solutions and how do we make this better for us. And that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. So, hey, we might struggle sometimes. We don't have the perfectly ideal situation, but we're gonna roll with it, baby, and we're gonna get it done. I don't know if I'll add anything more to this video. We might have enough for the day, but either way, I'll talk to you guys soon. I am going to devour this bag of Cheez-Its and hope they get me loaded soon so I can go get some damn food in my belly. I am starving. Talk to you guys soon.